I'm your worst nightmare.
We all know that Tekken consists of many characters to play, learn, and cheese with. It's one of the game's main aspects when it comes to attracting players, because it always guarantees that you will at least enjoy one character. I remember in 2007, when I first got Tekken 6, I looked at the case, saw the Mishimas on the front of the case, and enjoyed the game ever since. My fondest memory of anything Tekken related is me playing against my bro on the rooftop level and just looking at the graphics and moves being done, feeling like that was the peak of entertainment. With Tekken 8 on the way and how it shows great promise of a good game, it's safe to say I was wrong. Something I always admire from Bandai Namco is the ability to add new characters to each installment, always giving different aspects to gameplay, changing the fundamental theory every edition, while at the same time being able to keep all of the older characters in the game. The greatest example of this has to be Tekken Tag Tournament 2, which has the largest roster to date with 59 characters to choose from. While some are just skin changes or hitbox changes, it adds new characters like Dr. Boskanovic, who only appeared in Tekken 3, and Jinpachi, who only appeared in Tekken 5. Now that I think about it, isn't Jinpachi just a combination of Jin and Heihachi? Anyways, there's so many things Tekken does right, but one thing I could never understand is the legacy aspect of Tekken. In Tekken, there's always characters guaranteed to return. A no-brainer is Yoshimitsu, who appears in 2 games and appears in all the Tekken games 1 through 7. Another is the Jack series that appears in all Tekken games and movies. They added more characters to the legacy list when Tekken 3 came into play, introducing the cancer known as Warang and the cooler characters like Lei Wulong and Zhao Yu. Tekken 2 introduced its fair share of characters too, including Anna Williams, Armor King, and the legendary, coolest, most swaggiest Tekken character, Bruce Irvin. Bruce has been my main character since the beginning, ever since I started playing Tekken. I remember mastering his clinch grab in practice mode and being so hyped to use it, only to then find out that people can break his chain grabs and 50% health isn't really guaranteed. So I got into actual Tekken play. Making mix-ups with this guy was the coolest, and dodging a punch by sway back was as matrix as you can get without playing Steve.
Hey you wanna try me, yo?
But it seems like Harada and Bill Murray of Bandai Namco think Bruce isn't as cool as many seem to think, as he was replaced by Brian in Tekken 3, which they later changed Brian into a kickboxer rather than a Muay Thai character, and Fakumra, a Muay Baran practitioner that uses traditional Muay Baran and his strength all in one. And then we have Josie. When I found out they made these characters instead of Bruce, I was so disappointed, until I realized I can probably get used to it, but after a month or 2 of using the characters, I realized I just can't. You might have questions as,
Isn't Josie the same?
and questions like,
will this guy get on with his reasons already?
and I will answer all of that in a second, but I have something to ask you. Please subscribe. Only 11.9% of viewers subscribe, as you can see, so it would really help me if you subscribe. Anyways, let's get on with the first point. Number 1. Bruce is Kazuya's best friend. Let's start off with the Tekken lore here. Kazuya and Jin for Tekken 8 is going to raise tension between side characters that work for both factions, meaning Anna fights Nina, Eddie fights Ganryu, Lucky Chloe fights Lars, and Bruce entering and saving Kazuya from a close call would be pretty dope. And Kazuya could even brush it off, showing his evil side. I wouldn't mind. Bruce himself is morally gray in the story. He is friends with the main villain, but does not see Kazuya in an evil light at all, and is currently, as far as we know, still in the war, meaning he could have missed out on Kazuya turning into his alternate form in Tekken 7 and could easily join his side under an illusion. This would at least add some substance to the story, and I think it would be a memorable scene if done right. Number 2. His technique and flair. No other character captures the realistic technicality of Muay Thai quite like Bruce. Aside from maybe Brad Burns, but he mostly boxes. But from punch counters to the clinch to the crazy high knee attacks, he shows prowess and swag in almost every attack, and it is seriously a downgrade when I realized neither Fakumram or Josie possess the same style. Number 3. More diversity. So far, we only ever had 3 black characters in the game. I'm not trying to say the roster has to be 50% black or anything, but it would be nice to have all 4 of them in one game, including Leroy, Eddie, and the Raven, right? So, why not do it? Number 4. There isn't any sport like Muay Thai characters. There's 7 karate characters that do nearly the same type of karate, but somehow we aren't allowed 4 different quote-unquote kickboxing characters with different styles. Fightinggm is very traditional with his techniques and adds a new aspect to his Muay Baran by adding his lightning kicks and punches. Bruce is much more sport-like, using newer tactics and is a kickboxing hybrid with snapping kicks and straight punches being mixed in his strength. Josie is the failure because she's supposed to be Eskimo kickboxing, but she clones Bruce's moves and barely has any of her own. And it feels like a lazy replacement for the weebs that ordered Bruce to be changed into this. Number 5. For the final reason is that he's just cool. Bruce has or forever will be my favorite character, solely because of how he presents himself as a no bullcrap character that can hold his own, which I don't see much of in Tekken nowadays, and I feel like he could be that personality that isn't extremely cliche or over the top. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any other ideas for why he should be back, please comment down below. I'd like to know. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. You'd be helping me a ton getting to 100 subscribers, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.